Peace and welcome to your first day of our week of Women's Health Inside and Out at AQBAM's Academy for Women. I am your instructor for this week. Divine is Earth, and I am a herbalist, holistic healer. I'm a doula trained in the full circle model of the International Center of Traditional Childbearing. I'm also a student midwife. I'm in the At a Distance course for Mercy in Action. And so, and they're a nonprofit, a group that trains midwives in like the Philippines, the continent of Africa, and they're training women here so we can eventually take our tests for the midwifery NARM, if you want to become a certified professional midwife. I may continue on that route to be licensed, but I'm kind of a radical, so I don't know. I may be underground. Who knows? I'll give you a little bit about my background. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. I live in Opelousas, Louisiana, and I'm a mother of two. And my oldest is 5, my youngest is 2 years old, and I live here with my godmother, Sayidullah, who's also an herbalist and comes from an herbal family. And what you'll find out is in a lot of traditional and indigenous cultures, and here in the U.S. it's no different. People come from families of things. You know, you hear a lot of people saying, I'm a warrior, I'm a warrior. But a lot of folks in indigenous cultures, you may come from a family of warriors, a family of ironsmiths, a family of poets. We come from a family of herbalists and herbs. My great-grandmother, Ida Mae Johnson, was a midwife and the midwife in Washington County, Mississippi. Her daughter, picked cotton, was a sharecropper. Her daughter, my grandmother, didn't fulfill her calling. My mother fulfilled her callings in some ways, but they all died young, and my mother died at the age of 49. So my maternal line, though my great-grandmother that was a midwife, she lived till she was 102. But after that, the women that was in our family line died young. My mother didn't make it to 50. My grandmother on that line, I don't even know if she made it to 60. I take that too as we've been talking about all week. We're dealing with being active in our community, finding our passions. Chef Ariella just gave us these awesome foods, and that we need to eat real whole foods. Beautiful Ciaja kicked it off with, finding your crazy, what's going on. Well, what happened is, I don't care what organic foods you eat or raw foods you eat, that power of the mind, not fulfilling your life passion is a hectic thing and will cause you to deteriorate with your mind and your mental and your energy first, and then your body right afterwards. So I'm just happy that I'm able to add on, in this 7th degree, I think, what's this, the 7th week of the training. I've been enjoying, just like everybody else, all the awesome information. So I'm going to talk a little bit about herbs, and today is just an overview. And so on this thread, hopefully you'll tell me about some of the concerns you have, so then we can talk more throughout the week on herbs that specifically deal with that issue. But the purpose for this week really is for you to become comfortable with herbs. Everybody's not going to become an herbalist, but as an original woman and as a queen, you should have something in your cabinet, something in a jar, mason jar, something that you can heal. And if you ain't got no change in the pocket to go get no Tylenol, you got some chamomile, some catnip, some cayenne pepper, ginger, something, cinnamon, a lemon, a lime should always be in your refrigerator to get something going until you can do what you want to do. I am not an over-the-counter medicine type of person. I'm a natural person, but I know some people use both. Okay, so do what you do, but be equipped with knowledge so you can heal yourself and your family. Because whether we have physical children or not, we're mothers of civilization, and as a mother, you have to know how to nurture. And nurturing through hugs and nurturing through healing is a powerful thing. And so I'm going to talk a bit about the different types of herbs. We have herbs that are stimulants. Okay, it gets you going, it warms you up. So if you're making an herbal compilation or a capsule, or you need another herb to really get going, you can add some cayenne pepper in there, some ginger, black pepper, cinnamon. You might say black pepper, we're told not to eat black pepper, but you can use black pepper in baths. You can use black pepper in enemas. Yeah, you can use coffee in enemas. That's a stimulant too. We'll talk about that. Yerba mate, instead of using caffeine, if you don't drink coffee, yerba mate is a great herb. It's very stimulating, great for men. It's good for women too. If you're nursing, especially with a young child, hold off on that. Cooling herbs, mints, lemongrass, eucalyptus, things that you'll help cool a person down. They're awesome, even if you're dealing with oils and say like a eucalyptus oil or lemon oil, and you're congested. You can put drops of that in boiling water, and you pull that off that steam. Put a towel over your head. You're ingesting that, and that's opening up your pores. Okay. You're dealing with diabetics, sorrel or hibiscus. That's a great diuretic. It also actually helps level blood pressure. You got to take it as part of your regimen. So hibiscus tea, my family grows it, and we also have scientific evidence, even though I'm not big on whether a herb has gotten studied or not, but I know people are. And so we like to have that background information, and so on some of our herbs. And so hibiscus is a great one. And I say that because that's something anybody can get. You can go to the Caribbean grocery, the Mexican grocery, the African grocery, and get you some hibiscus. Or if you know somebody who grows it like me, you can get your hibiscus, and it's nice tasting. But if you have high blood pressure, ladies, on top of putting a clove of garlic in a gallon of water and drinking that throughout the day and just eating right, hibiscus is awesome to lower and level out your blood pressure as well. Remember, foods and herbs that are naturally red are usually also good for the blood. That's old school. I'll deal with, I'll see how much we'll get into the doctrine of signatures and different plants on how you know what they're good for. This is just like a basic herbal thing, but I would love for us to really get deep into herbs because I love it. So calming herbs, you're thinking of valerian, chamomile, catnip, even hops. That's why they put in alcohol. Hops, can definitely soothe and calm you. Antiseptic, disinfectant herbs that, kills germs, and is good for infections as well. Garlic, witch hazel, comfrey, lavender. Those are awesome. Rosemary as well. Astringents, and those are things that make our skin tight, help us heal from cuts and bruises. You're thinking of yarrow and witch hazel again. Slimy herbs that help get mucus out your body and help coat the body. Maybe if your body's been dry, it's dry on the inside, and you're not been able to cough up, in terms of like pneumonia, and thyroid issues. Irish moss, okra, flaxseed, slippery elm. That's great. Slippery elm is awesome if you have babies too. It's a very safe herb. Also, let's talk about herbs that open pores. So hyssop, labella, sage. Bitter herbs that clean your liver. So that's dandelion, golden seal, wormwood. So it's a lot of herbs, and everybody has their particular issue that they want to deal with. But to know a good umbrella of herbs, and to know offhand, okay, I know this does this. And I know, look, if you're pregnant, you shouldn't be using golden seal. And guess what? You shouldn't be using golden seal for more than a week straight. You need to give yourself a break from golden seal if you're using it. Those are things you really want to know. Basics, so you don't hurt yourself. And so no one can sell you no snake oil on what something can do. There are conflicted, I won't say conflicted, every herbalist does something different. For instance, there's some people who do not and will not ingest comfrey. But I come from a family line that we've used comfrey internally and externally with no problem in a mixture of different herbs. So it hasn't been an issue for us. But for some people, it may be kind of scary for them. But make sure, I'm losing time, but make sure you all add on and tell me what are some of your concerns, so then we can talk about them on the thread and I can tell you some herbs. So peace. I enjoy this week, and I hope it's going to be fabulous. Peace.